What's going on, y'all? It is that editor Allie. You normally see me either on Rish Media's videos or always behind the scenes of those videos. Make sure you respectfully go check them out, please and thank you. Thank you for also checking out my channel. I do want to say shout out to the people that always encourage me to get out of my comfort zone. Make sure I do everything that I have my mind set on. Don't push my goals to the side. All of my goals matter. So I do appreciate the people that always encourage me to get out of my box and just create. So shout out to you guys. I want to make sure you guys know we don't gatekeep over here. I love putting people on as much as I can, and I also like to be put on. We're always down to network. If you ever want to network, you want to collab, make sure you hit us up because we're always down for it. This video will be just about how to edit. I've been doing this for about 6 years. I definitely enjoy it, and I would love to always put on my subscribers if they ever, when I say my subscribers, I'm talking about the Rish Media ones because y'all already know I got a good 2 subscribers, all right? A good 2 subscribers, but shout out to those 2 subscribers. Y'all see the vision, or maybe not. But anyways, let's just hop right into this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get to it. Just open up Premiere Pro. I'm just gonna save this file as toot because tutorial, you already know. And then when you open it up, first things first, let's just bring some random shit in, right? First tip I will say is to make sure that you're organized. That's a key thing. You want to make sure that you have everything in certain folders. You want to make sure that you know what you're editing, label things, or even label them by colors if you want to. It's something I always do. So I'm just gonna grab in like 2-3 clips. In order to find out where your keys are, you want to go to edit, hit edit right there, go down to keyboard shortcuts. That's really important. Actually, Christian was the one that just told me not so long ago, why don't you change the key if it's that annoying? And I'm like, wait, you're right, I can do that, and I have done that. All right, so this right here, once you hit that, it will open up your shortcuts. This right here is the answer to everything, the shortcuts to everything. You are in control of this, so make sure you place everything the way that you would want to place them. And to find/create a new command, basically just search up what you're trying to do. So you want to cut the object, which is basically deleting and removing the whole clip. It is showing Control X. You can also insert in exactly what you would prefer it to be, so make sure you do that because this will help you out and make things a little bit easier when it comes to editing. Leaving that, I'm just going to show you how to do some cutting here. The main thing for me is basically finding where you feel like the cut looks good, everything is flowing right, and just making sure you're watching the whole video too. Editing, it does take time due to the fact that you have to watch the whole video. If you don't want to watch the whole video, then most likely you're just gonna have a half-ass edit. And who wants a half-ass edit? Come on now. So this is what I do. Watch the video. Sometimes I like to fast forward a little bit, see what's going on. Watch the whole thing again. Like I said, that is key. So he is setting up the camera to do some little cuts. I will start right here, make a cut, right click, ripple delete. Do what Rish does. He likes to set up different angles. You can make a video more entertaining when you do that because not only are you not just showing one angle, you're putting in the effort to just make it a little bit better. He's not fully putting the jack under the car and he's going to switch the angle. So let's watch him do that. He's like, wait, I want to get a different angle. Okay, let's grab the different angle. He sets it up. Make sure you play with it too, guys. Alrighty, y'all. So right there you are seeing how to cut, split, delete, ripple delete. Where to also find your keyboard shortcuts. That right there is just how to quickly do that. Let's jump into how to create a text. Usually for me, a shortcut to bring text up is just T. So we press T here. So once you type in your text, make sure you get to choose all the different styles you like. There is a lot of font packs when it comes to Adobe, but of course, when it comes to other applications, there's always plugins for everything. Again, to add this text, you're just pressing T on your keyboard, typing in that text that you would like to have in there, and then choosing your style. For my setup specifically in my workspace, I have graphics open. To get to graphics workspace, all you have to do is just go to Window, Workspace, and then you can choose graphics. This is where you can also find things like audio, editing, effects, essentials, that can pop up on the right here, but you also do have this little box right here with the same kind of information, I guess. Like we have effects, we have info, library. You can also add new adjustment layers just from here. For our YouTube videos on Rish Media, I like to use Bebas Kai. It's a really good, simple font, bold, nice. You can add italics to it, make it a little swerve. But if you want the text to be the main intro, move down your clips just a little bit and make that the intro. In order to align it, there is a good little tool here. It allows you to align it in the middle, so that's a good thing. So jacking up the TSX. A little nice thing that Premiere Pro has is that you can always right click the beginning and end of each video, and that will add a transition. So boom, jacking up the TSX. Let's see what we're doing. Alright, so I think a key thing to take from this video is knowing that angles matter, what you're recording matters, what you're cutting matters. Watch the video all throughout so you can understand what's going on and so you can edit based on what you just seen. Don't rush editing, enjoy editing, make it fun. This is just a small video on how to just add text as well as make cuts just to create a nice little flow for your video. I do hope this helps anyone out. I'm still learning here, but I've been doing this for over 6 years and I love it. I would love to take on clients. I would love to edit people's YouTube videos because I just enjoy this. So with music, when you're monetized, try to stay away from those websites that are illegal, of course. I think before that was cool when we weren't monetized, but a nice website I go to get some free beats, you can get about like 10 to 20, I'm lying, maybe 10 beats. I'm not sponsored, but I do use this site all the time now because it is legit. It doesn't give me any copyright issues. So make sure you give credit where it's due because people do put in their hard work to create beats, just like we put in our hard work to edit. Give credit to the people who make the beats too. I pick a song here, download a song, save it in a folder of choice. Once you have that song, make sure you have folders for everything when it comes to editing. It just makes things easier. Here is some music that I have. Once you open up the file, you want to grab that file and place it. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta place it. Once you place it, you get to be in control of it. So just like you can edit up a video file, you can edit up a music file. Cut, screw, chop that up if you want to, and have some fun with it. Make sure you're having fun with it. Add a little fade out here. You can look it up. To add effects, you can go to your effect bar here, and Adobe Premiere Pro has many effects that you guys can see yourself. There's adjusting, channel, coloring, distorting, different styles, different transitions, different transformations. Once you get a hang of what you're doing, you can definitely explore those kind of options and see what you like. Again, with little transitions, you can easily just right click and apply. And when you apply a transition onto a video file, make sure to take off this one right here. Especially if you're making sure you want the audio to be completely fine, make sure you delete that extra transition that goes onto the audio because then it will just mess with your edit. Now for outros, you guys can use any websites like Pixar, you can use your phones for Canva art, things like that just to create a nice little outro for yourself and not make it basic, guys. Have fun with it. Make it about what your channel is about. What we have right now for our channel is
never take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off.
Make sure to add your social medias, make sure to add some contact if you want your subscribers to contact you because this is just a good way to communicate and interact with people who are watching and possibly bring in some more interactions. You never know. What I like to do at the end of my videos is add my input and output. That is the start of your video and the end of your video. So what you do is just press O. What I have is a finished edit file. That's where all the finished edits go. So within the video files, you have finished edits, and within finished edits, we have the choices of all our finished edits in YouTube videos. Within all that stuff, it's just always good to stay organized, stay on top of where your things are. So it's just easy for you. Who likes clutter? Who likes to just have to search for something when you're just trying to get things done? Not me, and that's why I just try to stay organized. Choose your file location, call it what you want. Once you name your file, press enter, and then it'll bring you back to this area right here. I usually like to just click down on video and get the maximum quality. If you want quality, make sure you're exporting quality. I maximize the depth and I maximize the render quality. So this does take a little more time, but if you have Ethernet, some good internet as well, you should be good. Now 4K does take long regardless. If you're just doing a 1080 video, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. This video is 4K because it was recorded on the GoPro on 4K. So it may take some time, but again, it is only like a few seconds long, so it shouldn't take that long. So time varies on how long your clip is. Just remember that. Maybe it'll take all day, which it shouldn't. Maybe it'll just take an hour or two, but maybe it'll take 15 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how big your file is. So make sure you just remember that. Once you set your settings to your liking, make sure you just click export and then we just wait. This is 7 seconds over here, so it's not going to take too long. It's already done. Nice. Alright guys, so now we're going to watch the video. That is how you edit with me. Now, it's not too much stuff. It's not too much information. And I actually like that because I want you guys to know that anyone can do this. Anyone can start at any time. I started with my iPhone back in the day, which is like 6 years ago. And I was using iMovie. So iMovie was my best friend. I would recommend Adobe Premiere Pro, but of course there's other preferences. It could be a little too expensive for people. Some people can get discounts. Like if you're in school, you could pay about $20, $29.99 for the full package. But then there's also single app options where you can choose specifically Premiere Pro and just learn how to edit there. You can do it on a month-to-month basis depending on all you. Again, shout out to my supporter Rish. He's always encouraging me, as well as some family members too. They always try to encourage me to do whatever I set my mind to. I truly appreciate all the support that I do have, and I truly look forward to what's to come, continuing getting out of my box, my comfort zone, and just like putting myself out there just a little bit more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate everyone that supports me. I appreciate all the newcomers and the people who decide to watch this video and click on it. I also appreciate the 2 subscribers that I do have. Shout out to you guys. I guess this is a start for something.
Girl with the hair, you can't come near. Hate when you stare, why even